Thank you for finding our video about the USDA Purchase Home Loan Program and Refinance Program in the state of Arizona. Go ahead and watch the whole entire video, comment, like, and share, and call me at the end of the video with any questions about the USDA Home Loan Program. I'd love to connect with you and explore this option more.
Hello, I am so excited to show you a great program called the USDA. If you are looking for a property purchase and you're very limited on funds, which means you barely have enough funds for the down payment, for the closing costs, the USDA program is the program for you to purchase a property. You also can refinance on the USDA. You've got to be an existing USDA home loan program borrower, but we're going to talk about purchases. This program is eligible for those individuals that qualify when it comes to income, assets, and credit. The one caveat to this is the property must be in a approved USDA lending area. So what you want to do is I'm going to have the link below on the USDA. This link right here, I'm going to have it below because it's such a long link. I want to keep that link below for you to click on. And it's what you're going to do is land up on this page. You want to press the accept button. And it needs an address. So you need to find an address of a property. And right now I'm just going to put an address in. And you're going to press go. This is going to be a non-approved address. So it's going to say this address is not located in an approved area. So I'm licensed in the state of California, Arizona, and Utah. So if you're looking to purchase a property in those states, let's have a conversation about the USDA. The darker areas here are not USDA approved. As you scroll out, you can see I'm going to get rid of that, but all the mountain communities, some of the desert communities are going to be approved here in California. See Mead Valley, Nuevo, Homeland, Winchester, Lake Matthews. All these areas are approved. Desert Hot Springs, Thermal Mecca. I know a lot of people are not moving to those areas, but if you're looking down into like Rainbow Valley Center, these are some great areas to purchase a property there in California. So you can see every time I move the map, it darkens the areas that are not approved. So if you go out here to Imperial County, Salton Sea, these are not highly dense place where you're going to find a lot of people purchasing or living. But Cabazon here in California, and I'm going to scroll over to Arizona. Blythe is approved. Quartzsite, Arizona. Let's scroll out a little bit. As you can see, most of Metro Phoenix and Tucson are not approved for USDA. But if you're looking in areas like Wickenburg, I think Wittman may be, let's scroll on a little bit more, Wittman, Morristown, and if you go up to 17 Freeway in Arizona, you can start seeing Spring Valley. Prescott Valley is not approved, but Chino Valley is. You got Jerome, Cottonwood, Verde Village, even Sedona is approved if you can find something affordable up there. But USDA is a great, great program for individuals that have, like I said, limited down payment funds. You're going to have funds to open up escrow called an EMD, an earnest money deposit. So you will need that, but past the EMD, the earnest money deposit, you got to talk to your realtor. Typically, it's 1% of the purchase amount. Purchase amount of $200,000, $2,000. But talk to your realtor about what you want to offer to open up escrow with. And any of those funds that you open up escrow with will be applied for the down payment if you want to put one, or towards the closing costs. So USDA is just a great 100% no money down program. Now I'm going to scroll out and go up into Utah area. But you can see a lot of places in Utah are approved if you go along the 15 freeway. Beaver, Milford, Minersville, all these areas are approved. But as I get closer to Salt Lake, you can start seeing the shaded areas that are not approved for USDA. But look at all these areas: Park City, Huber City, you got Morgan, Utah, Brigham City, Utah, these Snowville, Park Valley. Like I said, these are not heavy populated areas, but if you are looking in these approved areas, then you are able to purchase a property utilizing the USDA home program as long as you qualify for it when it comes to income, assets, like for the debt, if you want to put closing costs. This program will allow you to be able to finance closing costs. The caveat, as I said earlier, it's got to be an approved area, but another caveat for us to finance your closing costs is if you get into escrow on a property, let's say Park City, Utah, and that property is in contract with you for $200,000 and it appraises for $210,000, we can use that freed up equity in that property from the 200 to the 210. There's $10,000 worth of equity. We can utilize those funds to pay for your closing costs, pay for some small repairs on the house. So here's Park City, Utah. If you're looking to purchase there and you qualify for the USDA, it's a great program to explore. Don't count it out. Call me when we talk about the USDA program to make sure you qualify for it, of course. You've got to meet the minimum requirements for the USDA on the underwriting guidelines. So, and they can change from now I do this video to when we connect, but I'd like to connect with you if you're looking in these particular areas and if you're open to move to these areas and commute into work, or if you're a remote worker, this is a perfect program for you. If you want to get out of the big city hustle and bustle and live in an approved USDA area to be able to purchase a property with no money for the down payment. But going back into, we got Utah and Arizona as the places I am licensed to do business, as well as California. But one of their big city, Kingman, Arizona, you can purchase. Needles, California, you can purchase. Congress, Arizona, Quartzsite. There's some places down in Yuma, little areas of Yuma, Helibin, Arizona, Eloy, and Arizona, Willcox, Arizona, Green Valley, Arizona, Tombstone, Bisbee. Those are all approved USDA, but I'm going to put the link to this site to get it where you say approved property eligibility. You can have a starting point. You can put your address. It just needs a starting point. You can move the map around like what I am doing right here. If I want to purchase in the city of Wickenburg, the whole city of Wickenburg, but you need to find an address in Wickenburg that's approved and it will come up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find a property. I'm just going to go get a random property in Wickenburg and I'm going to put it in here that's up for sale. I'm going to grab this property. I'm going to put it in this address. I'm going to put go. And what that's going to do is this address is located in eligible areas. So right there, you're already starting off good that you have an approved home here on Mojave Street in Wickenburg, Arizona that is approved. So if you want to narrow this down to places like in California where it's kind of spotty, it's in approved areas and not approved areas. Like Paris is not approved, but then you go to Mid Valley or Nuevo or like Matthews that are surrounded by an approved area, the unapproved areas, and you want to purchase in those particular areas like Nuevo, Homeland, Green Acres, Winchester. You just put the address in, and you can narrow right down to the street, and you can find the cutoff right here in Nuevo, California. You can find where the cutoff is, so you can purchase all the way to Montgomery Avenue and Hanson Avenue in Nuevo, so you'll know that that's an approved. So some places are not, but you need the exact address. You put it in here, which is the link below, and it will show up that you're an approved area. USDA is a great, great program. Let's talk about the conversation of having an eligible area in the USDA territory. So you're limited on funds to purchase a property. You don't need that much funds to buy in the USDA. You can have the sellers pay up to 6% of your closing costs. That's a lot of money. We won't need that much money, but you can purchase a property essentially with an appraisal fee and a home inspection fee. And if everything aligns right, like you're buying it at 200, appraises for 210, we can use that $10,000 free of equity to pay for your closing cost. We won't need that much money, but that can pay for your closing costs. You get your earnest money deposit back as long as it's not utilized. The home inspection and the appraisal is the only out-of-pocket cost that you'll have to come out pocket with, which can range anywhere between $5 to $1,000 as I do this video. So you can essentially purchase a property for $1,000 as long as the seller maybe pays for all your closing costs, or that value comes in higher on the appraisal than what you agreed to purchase the property for on a residential purchase contract. So, but speak with your realtor about making offers. What I do is I'm going to get you approved in this USDA territory. But we got to first find out where you want to live. If you want to live like here in California, you want to live like in Moreno Valley or Riverside, those are non-approved areas. But if you're willing to go a little bit further out, like in Lake Matthews or Mead Valley, those are approved areas that we can look at properties. Now, there are not an abundance of properties in those, typically in um, approved USDA territory. Like Kingman has more properties in it than maybe Wickenburg will. But if you're looking at Kingman, Arizona, let's look at the USDA program. Call me. I'd love to speak with you about that. My direct cell phone number and all my contact information is going to be below is 909-503-5600. But the USDA is a great, great program. We don't do too many of them, at least in the states of California, Arizona, or Utah, because a lot of people do not know about the USDA home loan program to purchase under the United States Department of Agriculture. Not a lot of people know that. So that's where you and I can connect and we can explore this great program for you as long as you meet the income requirements, the debt to income ratio requirements, the credit requirements. You have to have a certain credit score. I don't like to quote guideline programs because they can change. Debt ratio, you got to meet a certain debt ratio like you do any other program. And income, there is an income limit, and that changes as well. So I don't want to quote you today because it can go up or it can go down as I do this video. But if you're making $1 million, you're fine. You don't need the USDA program. There's an income cap anyways on that. Down payment funds, it can be opened up with the earnest money deposit. So you do not need a lot of money to purchase a property, but they have to be in an eligible area. And that's what I did this video for. As you can see, like here in Southern California, there's a lot of shaded areas, but the mountain communities are open. Some of the desert communities like Desert Hot Springs, Yucca Valley, 29 Palms are all approved for the USDA home loan program. Borrego Springs, I've been down to Borrego Springs. There's not a lot of homes down there. Brawley, there's not a lot of homes in Brawley. So if you're looking to purchase down there though and live in a rural community, look at the USDA. You have to be default to an FHA program or VA. A USDA is a great alternative program to look at. But let's talk. Here is the website and approved eligible areas. You got some income limits if you want to go here and check those income limits out. I'm going to I don't want to download because what it's going to do is it's going to open it up here. And before they used to have this clickable where you can click on the state and it will go to that state. But let's just go down to Arizona real quick. A for the Alabama one, but Arizona properties. Let's see here, Arizona. So like Tucson, we're going to go off the moderate income line. So this line here, we're going to go off of here. So up here is 1 to 4 people. You can make this much money. Up to, not exceeding 5 to 8 individuals in the household. You can make up to this amount here. I don't want to say anything because I want you, this can change, but this is as of, what was the date on the bottom of this right here, May 12th of 2021. That can go up or that can go down. So you can definitely go to this section here though, income limits. There's also an income eligibility section that you can go and you can start doing like Arizona. It's going to ask you what county, and then you just start filling in the blanks that they ask you. Here, you just start filling in the blanks and hit next, and it's going to say yes, you're approved, and no, or no, you're not approved. But income limit right there is going to tell you which ones, how much you can make, not to exceed this amount. And these are gross amounts. They're not net amounts. They're gross amounts. But if you have any questions on the income, let's have a conversation about that and connect. My name is Nathan Rufty here in California, Arizona, and Utah that I am licensed in. I'd like to connect with you if you have those limited funds and if you're open to living in an approved area for the USDA. Let's talk. Nathan Rufty at 909-503-5600. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching the entire video about the USDA home loan program in the state of Arizona. Remember, comment, like, and share, and call me with any questions regarding this program if you wish to explore it further regarding the purchase or refinance on the USDA home loan program here in the state of Arizona. I look forward to connecting with you.